Hey church, great to be with you. Are you desperate for Jesus? Are you desperate for Jesus? Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been desperate in any kind of situation? Let me tell you about a time that I was once desperate. I grew up going to the lake every summer. So every day we'd wake up, do our chores, go play on the lake. On this one day, we took one of the jet skis out and there was this nasty little bog in the back corner of the lake, and the bog had the best turtles, the best frogs, and everything else. So we'd go back there and explore and catch stuff and release it. It was just fun being a teenage boy hanging out in the bog. On this one day, I was back there with some friends and we're looking for turtles and looking for frogs, and I took one step and immediately sank to like my chest. It was really funny at first, right? It's like, oh man, this is nasty, this is gross. And then I just started sinking more and more and more. And then you start seeing the bubbles come up and the stank of just this nasty bog swamp gas bubbling up around me. And as I'm trying to move to get out, I realize every time I move, I just sink a bit more and a bit more and a bit more to the place where I got to about my neck. And every time I moved, I'd sink a little bit more. And in the last moment of desperation, all I could do was reach a hand up and just say, dude, help me. Now, maybe you've been in a situation, probably not drowning in a bog, but maybe you have found yourself in a situation where you're desperate, and in your desperation, it's like you're reaching a hand up to God and saying, God, help me. Now, normally we find ourselves in these situations. Maybe it's a health crisis, a job crisis, a family crisis. We find ourselves in that desperate situation where we say, Jesus, I need you. God, would you help me? What we're going to see this weekend is that that's the posture we should live with, a hand up in the air in the good times and the bad times, where we'd look to Jesus and say, Jesus, I am desperate for you. That's what's coming this weekend. I hope to see you there.